There you see another MiG-29 of the Indian Air Force. It has just touched down at the Leh Air Base, the world's highest operational military air base. It has one of the fighter jets has just landed in an attempt to clearly send out a signal to the Chinese forces that the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army have maintaining continuously been their presence for last 6 months, and it will continue for next 6 months as well, primarily to convey to them that do not try any mischievous activity because the Indian Air Force is fully deployed and fully alert. At any given time, you'll find some of the Indian fighter jets in air to tackle any of the emergency situation, and that's the reason why the multiple such takeoffs and landings are taking place. This used to be the phenomena earlier, but the intensity and the frequency of it was much less. But for last 6 months, the intensity and the frequency of the fighter jets taking off and landing has increased many-fold, and this is going to continue for the next 6 months as well, in an attempt to send a signal to the Chinese side that this is not 1962 India, this is 2020 India, which will basically not hesitate in utilizing its air force to the full capacity and in offensive role. With cameraman Pankaj, this is Ashish Singh from Indian Air Force's Leh Air Base. One more fighter jet of the Indian Air Force has just taken off from the Leh Air Base. Obviously, we are not broadcasting it live, and we are giving it a deferred visual broadcast so that our enemies don't get a clear idea of exactly what is being done, when it is being done, and keeping the national security operational aspects. We are not divulging much as far as the details of the operations are concerned. But for the benefit of our viewers, if you look at that fighter jet, there are specific pattern, and I would like to convey to our viewers while I'm reporting from Leh Air Base. This basically is an indication, and it has multiple purposes. One is obviously the area domination. The second one is the heightened patrolling and the coordination and confidence that these kind of fighter jets inculcate in the Indian Army soldiers who are deployed in the front line, be it the Pangong Tso or the LAC. For example, the location right above this location where the fighter jet is currently doing patrolling is the Pangong Tso and the Galvin Valley. Now try and imagine for a moment when you have the Indian Army men and women deployed as far as the forward areas are concerned, and when you have the fighter jet going right above their head, or when they hear the Indian Air Force fighter jet, it kind of inculcates the kind of confidence that's required. They clearly indicate these kind of coordination, and the confidence clearly percolates down till the Jawan level, that they know that if something goes wrong, there will be the Indian Air Force which will provide a different dimension backup, and if required, they can very well bomb the Chinese bases. I'll request my cameraman to pan and show you that circle there on the road. You would hardly see any movement, and even if you see some motor vehicles, more than 50% of these are either military related vehicles or movements. And this location you see is right at the center, I would say the heart of Leh city. But you can see there is hardly any movement, just a couple of people moving around, and this is the kind of tension I'm talking about. Difficult even for the journalists to go out, and it's very well accepted and understood, primarily because of the situation we are in. And when you have these kind of restrictions, these kind of preparations, the localites here are supporting the Indian Army, the Indian Air Force, and they are very much with the country as far as the war preparedness is concerned.